All right, gang, I'm going to address something regarding First Amendment audits. Now, there's this belief, and people continue to throw it at me. So I'm going to clarify some things here. I probably have done it already. Maybe this might be a little redundant, but I'm just responding to comments that I've been getting. People have this belief that First Amendment audits are limited to government, like military installations, post offices, city halls, county government, police stations, sheriff stations, FBI. Did I miss any post offices? Did I say that? But that's what people think, that you have to audit people who swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. Well, first of all, let me inform you that it doesn't take someone to swear an oath to uphold the Constitution to violate your civil rights. Joe Blow walking down the street can violate your civil rights. Did you know that? Well, Joe Blow didn't swear an oath to uphold the Constitution. I don't give a fat frog's fanny if Joe Blow swore an oath to fart in the bedroom. Joe Blow has no right to violate my constitutional rights. Joe Blow has no right to walk up to me when I'm just filming the post office and go, "Hey, you can't do that." Well, yeah, I can. I can do anything I want that's legal. Get out of here. You know, Joe Blow can still get in front of my camera and go, "No, it's federal law." No, it's not. Give me the federal law, idiot. So it really doesn't take swearing of an oath to uphold the Constitution to violate your civil rights. Anybody can violate your civil rights. So with me, First Amendment audits are three-part. Well, two-part, because the one is kind of dual. Number one, first part, expose bad behavior. That's more cop watching though. But through social media, whether it's a video or whether it's tweeting a video URL link to governor, mayor, police chief, city official, whoever, and say, "Watch this video. Are you guys allowing this in your district?" You know, whether I do that, I'm exposing bad behavior of mostly police officers and law enforcement through social media. The second thing I do with my audits is kind of dual, is educate and inform. Educate and inform. I'm educating and I'm informing anybody that will listen of their civil rights. First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, 14th Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, Second Amendment. Although I'm not big on Second Amendment audits because I can't see myself standing in front of police officers with a gun on my hip going, "I have the right to carry it." I mean, you know they're shooting people today, right? So I don't know about those. But I am out there doing audits, not just to audit people that swore an oath to uphold the Constitution and then call them on it. I'm informing and educating people on their civil rights. So if I'm just, let's say, filming a post office or a military installation, and Joe Blow just happens to be walking down the street at the time I'm filming and walks up to me and goes, "Whoa, whoa, you can't do that," I'm going to educate Joe Blow. Now, you can audit private businesses. Did you know that? Yeah, like if you stand on a sidewalk and film Walmart, did you know Walmart will not let you record in there? They'll have the store people tell you, "You need to stop recording, turn your camera off, or you need to leave." Did you know that? So let's say you're on a public sidewalk, public city sidewalk, and you just start filming the front of Walmart, and the security guard comes over in their little cart and goes, "Hey, you can't film Walmart. Walmart doesn't allow recording. You got to leave." What are you going to do? Are you going to go, "Well, he didn't swear to uphold an oath. I guess I'll leave"? No, you're going to educate him and say, "Yes, I can film anything that I can see in public. Anything I can see, I can record. This is for journalism. This is free press. That's what the Constitution is about." That's what I do, is I educate and I inform anybody that will listen. I say inform. Anybody that will listen on their civil rights. That's what I'm doing. So this thing about you can't audit private businesses, whoever said that? Who wrote the rule book on audits? Who wrote where in the First Amendment audit rule book does it say it's for government only? No. So I did Amazon. I'm going to wrap this up. I don't want to take a whole bunch of your time. But I did Amazon fulfillment centers in Redlands and Moreno Valley. And I got a couple of geniuses that came and commented on my video. And I'm going to go over those real quick to let you know why I do First Amendment audits. I'm not just out there to see if this guy who swore to uphold an oath will uphold his oath. I'm out there to expose bad behavior and educate and inform anyone that will listen of their civil rights as an American. Look, you have the right to do this. Do it. Don't let people tell you you don't have a right to do something that the Constitution says you have a right to do. Does that make sense? Anybody can tell you you can't do that when you know you can legally. You tell them, go kick rocks. I can do this. I'm an American. But he says, the first guy says, isn't Amazon a private business? What the fuck? You guys are now trying to bother private businesses to get a reaction. Excuse me. Couple of things here. One, I don't record anybody to get a reaction. A true First Amendment audit can be kind of boring because there's no reaction. A true First Amendment audit has the result of people going, I'm just recording, I don't know, just taking pictures on a sidewalk. That's a true First Amendment audit. Sadly, I say they're boring because they kind of are. I mean, when you watch a First Amendment audit, how many of you really want to react? You want the guard to walk over and go, "Watch this, here it comes. Oh, he's pissed. He's gonna get schooled." You know what I mean? But when they look and go, "Yeah, whatever," and walk, you go, "Oh man, that was kind of boring." But that's a true First Amendment audit. The result is, who cares? He's recording. So I don't do it for a reaction. When I do get a reaction, like the guy at the Redlands post office, that they respond in the manner in which they choose to. I don't go, "Hey, look, I got a camera. Hello, woohoo!" No, I'm standing there talking in my microphone, filming, and people just, they come to you. They walk right up to you, or they call the cops on you. I'm not looking for a reaction. Those people are over 21 years old. They respond in the manner in which they choose to. They are adults. Number two of this guy, he says, isn't Amazon a private business? Oh, aren't you fooled? Amazon competes for Department of Defense contracts. Did you know that? Amazon is competing for government contracts. Amazon wants to operate on government monies. Google it. I'm not doing your homework for you. Not on this one. This one, you're going to do your homework. I'm going to teach you guys to do research. Go to Google, Amazon government contracts. The first link you should see is the one I see, is the one where Amazon was trying to do business in Trump's government. And it literally said that, Trump's government. They were trying to do business with the Central Intelligence Agency. No, it's not some undercover, dark, covert operation. It's just they're trying to do business with one of our government agencies on government monies. I don't know. You might be paying for Amazon to do business, not just through buying stuff from Amazon, but you might be paying the government to pay Amazon to do business. But that aside, so no, they might be a private corporation, but they're doing business with the government. And then that aside, I've already addressed that they don't have to be a government business for you to audit them. Let's go to the next one because you'll understand. So this other guy says, we thank you for exposing Amazon by videoing a guard shack from half a mile away. Well, I wasn't half a mile away. I was about 100 to 150 feet away. I think you should go back and Google half a mile, or Google a mile and then just cut it in half. Well, you're not good at math because obviously you thought that was half a mile away. Google half a mile, see how far it is, then go buy a whole bunch of tape measures and then just string them end to end and you'll know how far half a mile is. No, that was about 100 to 150 feet. And it was because I was on the sidewalk. I wasn't going to trespass and walk onto Amazon's property to walk up to the guard shack. What are you, an idiot? So no, I was on the sidewalk filming from the sidewalk, from a public city sidewalk to educate. Now the security guy, now he goes on to say that. And educating minimum wage security guards who haven't sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution. Well, I've already addressed the sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution thing. You don't have to swear an oath to uphold the Constitution to violate somebody's civil rights. But he said guards educating minimum wage guards. How do you know they're minimum wage? Those guards could have been making more than minimum wage. What, you know how much they make? Tell me in the comments if you, obviously you found out somehow. But that's little. That's piddly. You can, those guards have been hired and paid to guard the facility's property. So a guy on a city sidewalk that just happens to start filming the building, maybe I think, oh, that's Amazon, whoa, and then they're going to come over and tell me, no, you can't record the building. I educated them. Now, whether they opted to retain the information or stay uneducated, that's up to them. All I can do is offer the information. So I educated them and said, no, I can film anything I can see in public. Yeah, I can record anything from the sidewalk. Oh, okay. And then Barney Fife was running in circles like, what the hell's going on? But if any of you saw that video. But I educated these guards, and there you go. So that's the purpose of my audits. It's not just to go and find people that uphold the Constitution. Wow, boy, did I fuck that up. It's not just to find people that swore to an oath to uphold the Constitution. It's to educate and inform anyone that will listen of your civil rights, what you're allowed to do in public as an American. That's what I'm here for, guys. That's what I audit for. I'm passionate about this. But then it goes on to say, and this is the last thing I think, he goes on to say, and who aren't government officials or public servants and know about as much as you did a few months ago about the First Amendment. Well, no, I knew about the First Amendment probably 30 years ago when I joined the United States Army. Yeah. When I joined the United States Army and I learned about the U.S. Constitution, yeah, I knew all about the First Amendment. When I went to TCLOS, Texas Commission on Law Enforcement Officer Standards and Education, and they taught us about the First Amendment and the Fourth Amendment and the Second Amendment and the Fifth Amendment and the 14th Amendment in the Police Academy, I learned about the First Amendment then too. Yeah, when I went to Central Texas College and University of Maryland and I studied criminal law and court procedures, they taught us about the First Amendment. So yeah, I learned about the First Amendment then too. When I went to PC 832 and through California's Post, Police Officer Standards and Training, when I went to California Post 832, and they taught us the First Amendment. Well, I learned about the First Amendment then too. So I don't care what you think about my education and knowledge of the First Amendment. I'm very educated in the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. But if they don't know about the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, I'm there through my First Amendment audit to educate them, to inform them. I'm doing a public service, if you will. Don't like it? Tough titty, said the kitty, and turned to the saucer of milk. I don't really care what you think. I just care what I'm doing, trying to make a difference in our country, trying to educate people, trying to inform people, trying to let them know, no, really, you can do this. It's okay. As an American citizen, you're on a sidewalk, you're in a public area, you're in a public lobby, you're in a public foyer, or public court, now I screw myself, or public corridor. You can film in public, you can record and you can video. It's okay to do that as an American citizen. I'm educating, I'm informing, and I'm doing a public service. I'm News Now Ukaipa. Thanks for listening, guys.